All right, and then Oh, why, thank you, Frank. Well, let's bring this over again. What happened was I unmuted it, and then when the song ended it muted me again. So, anyways, salutations, namaste, salutations, good vibes. Welcome. It is Thursday night. It's 9 o'clock 30. That makes it. That makes it
Thursday Night Vibes.
Thursday night vibes. Yes, yes, you are so right. Congratulations. You put another week almost in the rearview mirror. It's almost Friday and the weekend. Uh, Frank, Cindy, Autumn, Seth, Kim. Oh, good to see. Oh, Frank, Trent, Terry, Namaste, Ronald, Chad. Welcome, welcome all. You know what? We've got a great show. We've got a great show for you tonight. Um, but more about
We
that
have
in
a
just
great
a minute.
guest.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting there, but I'm not ready. This is such a great guest. I'm gonna make people wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna make people wait
All
a
right.
minute. So, are you breathing easier, or are you still stressed? How are we doing?
Still stressed just because we haven't gotten any kind of notification or letter from the courts.
Right, right.
So still stressed. Don't have a court date. Don't know what's going on at all yet. So still stressed, but I mean we're okay.
Yeah, we are moving forward. We will be at the St. Louis Cannabis
Oh, I
Expo.
forgot to bring you something.
Uh, well, you can get it at the music break. The
Okay.
St. Louis Cannabis Expo Saturday, which leads me to
Our guest.
our guest this evening. Now, as you know, we only have beautiful people as our guests. And Jesse is one of the most vibiest, beautiful people I have met
Super sweet.
out vending.
Super sweet.
I think we met them in Kansas City
For the first time, yeah.
You know, they just have such a fantastic, amazing vibe. So and they are going to be also
At the expo.
At the expo this weekend as a vendor. So let's, without further ado, let's bring on the most beautiful, vibiest person I know, Jesse, owner of Kindway Farms. Jesse, namaste. Welcome to the show. Thank you.
How's it going, guys?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Just digging the vibe. Enjoying having you. I've been wanting you on this show since like we met.
We've
Since
talked
like
about it a few times to both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shows, right?
Yeah.
So I thought this would be a perfect time to have you on the show because we're leading up to the St. Louis Expo.
Yeah.
We will both be attending. So why don't you kind of introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do, who you are?
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Jessie Oxford. My husband and I own Kindway Farms, and we're out of Missouri, so just a few states over from you. And Missouri has been pretty exciting in ending prohibition for cannabis. Nearly 5 years ago, we went to as a medical state, and then we've been rec for 1 year. We sort of just quickly got our start. We got our start doing medical card certifications, and we were certifying people. They're legally allowed to grow here. We have a healthy plant count in Missouri. We have a great caregivers program. And the state's really done a pretty great job, at least in my opinion, of sort of getting this program up and going over the last few years. So from a patient standpoint. So we started certifying folks and helping them get registered with the state to grow, but then they were pretty nervous about ordering seeds or how do they get their plants to start their garden. And so we just started sharing our garden with medical patients who could also cultivate. My husband and I both are avid gardeners. We've always had something that we've been growing since we've been together. We've been married about 23 years now. And so
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So we like playing in the dirt. And then it's just sort of kept going and going. We have a great fan base, patient base. outdoors group. Just a great community that's pretty supportive of each other. And we just sort of keep letting it take us where it takes us. And our seeds here in Missouri, we've been winning Grow Cups the last few years, but this year we're actually winning with our own genetics, which has been really, really cool.
Wonderful. Didn't you win an award at the last expo?
The last St. Louis Expo, we won third place for our sativa entry of our strain Jezebel. Our strain Love Whip won first place in terps at the largest Missouri festival, Mocana Fest. That's in Lake of the Ozarks. They do those a few times a year. Our cabbage wine strain won a Como 30 Cup this year. So I mean, we've just done pretty well with, we're organic growers, try to be as organic, natural as possible. Just something that's sort of important to us in our regular garden and our cannabis garden.
Wonderful.
So I know when I go to these events, I always look for the giant purple cup.
Hey, we've got a good sense of humor too.
I want to tell you that I have been holding on to this for just having you on the show. This is some of your Girl Scout cookies.
Okay, great.
I got the last time I saw you, and I absolutely love it.
Wow.
It is so flavorful. You can really taste the terpenes, and the effect is just outstanding. So.
Well, thank you. That is that's props to good growing. My husband's a pretty great grower. If you check out our Instagram, right before the show, I posted a Girl Scout cookies cross. So the post I made was for black garlic crossed with Girl Scout cookies, but we've been playing around with crossing some cookies with our genetics. People say that it just does great with breeding, and they're right. It's just great genetics to start with. So
right, and then I also got some of your drops.
Tincture, yeah.
Yes. Now I have made my own. And I thought, well, boy, I call them dragon drops because they just burned.
They do. It tastes.
Yeah, and yours are just the same. So
you were peppermint in yours.
I did add a little peppermint into mine at one time. But yes, I enjoyed your tinctures also.
The tinctures work really well, but they do taste horrible. A tip that I just learned about a couple years ago, for a quick absorption rate into your system, you can actually put the tincture drops in your belly button, and it works just as quickly as you put it under your tongue, and it works as a sublingual. So if you're having a high pain day, you're not a smoker, that's really the best thing about cannabis is there are so many different methods that once you sort of find what works for you, it really does make a difference in your day-to-day medical or rec. It's, there's always too much, but it's helpful for so many things.
Oh, certainly. I want to stop for just a second and say hi to Chuck and Seth and Doris and Sandra. We have all kinds of people joining us.
Heck yeah.
Now,
I should have put makeup on.
you look beautiful.
You look great.
You look marvelous. Now we kind of talked a little bit before the show about some of the controversy surrounding this expo.
Yeah.
And you are a vendor and a cannabis vendor. We're a CBD vendor. Oh yeah. Right. Oh, by the way, I must remind everybody of two things. Number one, the show is sponsored by Master Rochi's Garden, masterrochesgarden.com. Check us out for all of your cannabinoid and hemp-based derivative needs. From our joint and muscle cream to our 1,500 milligram CBD oils to our carts, our gummies,
our beard oil,
our simple
that's a good one.
We got it all. So check out masterrochesgarden.com. And also, I got to put a shout out. It's scrolling across the bottom. My brother-in-law, Donnie, and I saw Donnie in the comments earlier. Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday.
47.
Big 47 for little Donnie. So happy birthday, my brother. So getting back to the cannabis expo, what has changed from the last expo to this expo?
Well, I should have a disclaimer or something. I'm a vendor. I typically try to stay out of disputes between vendors and organizers, because occasionally those will happen. Typically everything's pretty cool and rolls right through. But I think they decided to essentially just make some changes. The states released a few things on their website saying, "Hey, it's absolutely illegal to sell your cannabis that you're growing." It's a hard. This gray area is not or those who you still have to proceed with caution. So I understand the organizers saying, "Hey, maybe this is a little bit too much, maybe we need to reel it in." But I also think that I always want to be on the right side of history.
Right.
Currently, as it is in Missouri, Legal Missouri 2022 is the organization that helped pass the recreational law. They promoted very clearly, and I even shotted it. I did a screenshot, and I have this in my vendor space. They say that if you are 21 years or older, you can legally gift cannabis under a 3-ounce allotment to another 21-year-old. I sort of put that in relation to, and again, I'm not an attorney. I'm doing this on
Right.
what I think feels right. There's a few things that I like to do. I like to wait for a holiday sale at Dillard's once a year, and that's where I get my skin stuff that I like. Uh, when I do that, I wait for that time of year, because when I drop the $50, I get a free eye cream, or I get a free this, right?
Right.
So that's a free gift with purchase. So I sort of work under that assumption. It is a gray area. Like I said, I'm not an attorney. I have not met with an attorney, but I know that Legal Missouri 2022 promoted the fact that 21-year-olds can gift under 3 ounces. So that's sort of where I'm at. We do genetics. Cannabis genetics contain less than 0.03% THC, so they're not considered illegal by the federal government. The state government says anything produced by your plant is illegal to sell. Including, like, for me, we use everything. We save the stalks for a local artist who then makes paper and artwork out of it. So it's just that gray area. I sort of
Right.
feel like I'm doing it. I'm not, bringing in pounds of out of state or something that I didn't personally have full faith that it was quality. You can have 6 caregivers in the state of Missouri if you're a cultivator. If you're a medical cultivator, you can have 6 patients that you can legally provide medicine to. You can't sell them cannabis, but you can sell them your service.
Right.
It's a new thing, and they're working it all out. Everything's different, even in each county in Missouri, and sort of how each um, uh, not police department, but how they choose to regulate
I mean,
things as well. So we sort of have a little stand back approach, and just sort of do what we think is right as a normal person interpreting a new law.
right now,
You know,
I
that's what
also heard that Missouri was talking about holding the event the event creators responsible for illegal sales, and they could seize up to a year's worth of profit from the event coordinators. Did that pass, or is that still being kicked around?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. I know I've heard talk here and there. I just don't know. I think they're a great way. Here's the thing: is the state allows a medical program where patients can have a caregiver, but then they want to say, hey, it's illegal to have farmers markets where patients can meet caregivers. The state of Missouri, the federal government, seeds are legal. The state says, hey, anything you produce from your plant cannot be sold, for a commercial gain. Again, you allow growers, how are they going to get the plants? You allow medical patient growers. So we have a medical program that needs more access. We have a rec program, that may need some adjustment. But, as far as I am, I'm just trying to help people understand their rights as medical patients, as medical patient growers. That's sort of where we're at in it. We're farm to medicine cabinet. I'm all for a rec market, but our hearts are really with the medical market.
Right, and that's exactly where we are.
Yeah.
With our product. Mike Hood has said that has not passed yet.
Okay.
Thank you for that update, Mike. I appreciate it.
The legislation for promoters passed in July of 2023, but it hasn't gone into effect yet. They still need to tweak it to where they want it.
Yeah. And I mean, it seems like they're working on all of that, even like with dispensary taxes and stuff. They had we went rec December 8th of last year. So it's been a full year now that we've had a rec program. They had until October 1st to get their tax system in place, but they're still going to have to decide whether Missouri can stack their taxes based on where your dispensary is located. You're going to pay different tax rates if you're downtown, out of town, so the taxing system is pretty complicated. They're bringing in a bunch of money from it, and hopefully it goes to good places. Hopefully it goes to our vets and our schools and our roads and all the stuff that political aside, there's lots of money that can go to fixing up our states.
Well, and hopefully it will, because too many times with too many programs and things, the money is supposed to go for this.
Yeah.
And it never seems to quite get there or come to fruition. So
yeah, I read the state dumped a big check into the Veterans Fund. It was their first huge allotment this year. So, I think sometimes we get sort of, put so much pressure on new things and new programs, and we just have to take a step back and say, hey, it takes a lot to implement all of this stuff, and unfortunately, the passage of Amendment 3 cut off a lot of like community rights and small farmers and people who actually have been doing the work for as long as they've been doing it. Instead of empowering those individuals who've been doing it for so long, it just sort of squashed them and corporate took over. So, empower, regulation, lots of things to figure out.
Right. And this is all, each state is blazing a brand new path, because no two states have this, the same cannabis laws.
No.
So, this is all brand new. And of course, it's not going to go smooth. It's going to go through ups, downs, rough patches.
Yeah.
We're going to find stuff that really works, and we're also going to face stuff that's going to be a disaster. So there's a lot of work ahead for everybody.
Right. And that's we can look at the states who've had programs in place for, a decade and a half now. And history is a great indicator of future performance. Maybe we can take a little bit of that into consideration. And, I still have faith, maybe Missouri can be a common ground to where, greener pastures, whatever you want to call it. We're right in the gateway of great stuff. So, I hope that we can have great barbecue, great weed, great music. Just keep it great.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I'll tell you what, we are going to take a quick break, listen to a little bit of music, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about giant purple cocks.
Okay.
So, one moment, please. And we're going to get this up. And I'm going to share some roaming mosaics with you.
kicked in. It sure is the sweetest color. Then the yellow kicked in. Getting ourselves painted in yellow. It sure is the sweetest color. Shining with the smell of saffron. Things we've never tasted. Then the yellow kicked in. It sure is the sweetest color. Flavors of the feast come. I was walking through a palace of gold. We were warriors in a bad world. Full of hunger and blood. Powerful and dangerous. Long, twisting forms of violet and green. Violet and green. I was walking through a palace of gold. We were warriors in a bad world, full of hunger and blood, shining with the smell of saffron, getting ourselves painted in yellow. It sure is the sweetest color. Powerful and dangerous, long, twisting forms of violet and green.
Back.
I think.
There we
There we
go.
are.
Jesse, you're back. Welcome. That was roaming mosaics with any color you like.
And they're amazing.
They
They
are.
have the trippiest sound.
So we like trippy around here. So we dig it. So tell me,
Yes.
how did the giant purple cock come to be what it is?
Well, we just, I don't know. That's it's just super cock. It's just it's my husband and I, and we just have a good sense of humor, and you're thinking of what your logo's gonna be, and you think of smoking rooster, the big cock, the A
I
number
look for it.
one, you know. So we just have a good time with it. So that's the super cock, and we have a mini one we set up at little events, and then we have a big old 5 foot purple cock that we put in the car and drive it to these events, and it's just it's a good time.
I,
Oh, it,
I look for it.
yeah, it's easy to identify Kindway
Yeah.
with that because it really sets you apart,
It does.
and it's you guys just have a wonderful vibe about you. I mean,
Hi,
people.
Christopher. Hi, Jane.
It's namaste. But people gravitate. I mean, I look over and you have people, 3, 4, people deep all around your booth. It's amazing how they gravitate towards you.
Part of it, we're just it's so exciting that one, we get to be able to grow. You feel like I used to do a lot of volunteer work or benefits, and they would be, alcohol served and all of that. I wouldn't get
Oh,
out till
yeah.
2 or 3 at night. And no offense, I still like a drink here and there, but different work environment, And then I can go to these events. The vibe is always low key. Everybody's just ready to have a good time, and the effects of cannabis are quite a bit different and less rowdy than alcohol. After you've had, too many beers, you want to get up and get rowdy. You had too many joints, you're ready to go eat something and go to home.
All right.
Sleep.
Wow.
I want my nachos and watch the band.
Yeah, so part of it is we're just excited that this is the time that we're in, that prohibition is ended in Missouri, and we from the start have looked at it as just finding and building a community of medical patients, and now that it's rec, we can have a little bit more fun with it. Before it was rec, we weren't quite as fun. We still like to have a good time, and it's my sister and my niece who you usually see with me, so it's family.
Right.
My husband Matt, he does all of the genetics and the
And your mom every once in a while, right?
huh.
And your mom every once in a while?
Yeah, no, my mom will come every once in a
Right.
while. Yeah, and she actually comes down about once a week. We have 3 kids, so she comes once a week and helps with whatever I need help with, and gets to see the kids and do all that good stuff. So it's just a family having a good time, and been thankful that people have been supportive.
Well, it's wonderful what you do. Love your products.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Please.
If you're looking for genetics, you can we can ship those under the 2018 Farm Bill for those areas that would like any collectibles at kindwayfarms.com. And then I'm 45, so the social media is so hard for me to really,
Well,
I
we
just
have a huge Missouri audience, so
wonderful. Well,
put
check
your
us
word
out at Kindway_farms on Instagram. Check out that cookies cross. You said you've been holding on to that cookies and you really enjoyed it. This is a black garlic cookie. So go check out some new pictures on Kindway_farms. That's the one I run. And then Matt, my husband, does Kindway Farms on Instagram. And we've got a Facebook page, all of that jazz too. So just we'd appreciate a follow. And then if you're growing our stuff, we love seeing patient pictures or grower pictures. It's just as exciting for them to show us as it is for us to see what they're growing.
Absolutely.
So, we just love it. We're having a great time with it.
And remember, folks, this is award-winning genetics
absolutely.
from many different competitions. Hey, THCBS.
But yeah, so like I said, we have a huge fan base in Missouri. Obviously, we wanted you on. We love your product.
I just love their
you girls.
vibe.
Yeah, we love all the girls.
Yes,
So-
and you all the same. You all are so just friendly. Just out there with us, just having a good time, and that's what it's about. So we sure do appreciate y'all too.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time and joining us this evening. And I can't wait to see you in a couple of days.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully we won't have to move your booth again.
I know.
So,
That's all right.
that was a little crazy.
At least they told me before I set up.
All right. So you have safe travels. Look forward to seeing you Saturday, and we'll probably do a little live from down there anyway.
That sounds wonderful. Well, I look forward to seeing y'all, and I really appreciate you having me on your show. I was scrolling through and looking at all of your good stuff that you have on your social. So you guys you're doing the right thing, and excited to work with you when we see you. It's a good friendship that way.
Yeah, and we like to support other small businesses. We're a small family-owned business too.
Yeah,
and we all have to help each other out. So that's what we're all about.
Yeah, that's the pretty cool thing is you'll see a lot of vendors there. Everyone has their own craft. But we have the grow competitions, I think, more because we like seeing who's growing the best stuff.
Right.
But past that, there's lots of respect, lots of good friendships made, and lots of good stuff.
That's the plant growing behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
Look at that, Doris.
Yeah, just little babies.
All right. Well, we will be right back. Jesse, thank you again. You have a wonderful evening. We're going to have to play a short intermission for everybody, so we will be back in about 4.5 minutes.
4 minutes and 20 seconds.
4 minutes and 20 seconds. Here we go.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com.
Knock Network presents Peace News and Views. Patients everywhere advocating cannabis evolution. Our 90-minute video podcast speaking to people in the cannabis space with Kim Cooper and Sir Steve-O. We interview patients, entrepreneurs, and professionals in both the grassroots and corporate sectors. We also review current events from around the globe and examine the evolution of cannabis acceptance and advancements being achieved globally with reintegration of this medicinal plant back into society. So join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Peace, News, and Views, where all consumption is medicinal consumption on knocknetwork.com. Follow and subscribe on social media and streaming sites including Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident? Searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine and is spreading the education across the North. Activism, resources, referrals, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no sir to cannabis propaganda with No Sir. Find us at www.nocer.ca.
Psychedelic Tuesdays on the Knock Network. tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Psychedelic Reporters. Bufo Alvarius is scouring the news wires for stories being reported in mainstream media on the psychedelic front and passing them on to Kim Cooper and Hobby's Puppets so they can bring them to you, our listeners, in this 60-minute video news podcast. Join us for Tuesday Evening News each week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all your news and information from the world of psychedelic medicine. Follow and subscribe to the NOK Network on our webpage, social media, and streaming sites, including YouTube and Rumble.
NOK Network offers a diverse lineup of live video podcasts. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh, nightly at 7 p.m. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Open Your Eye, Thursdays at 8 p.m. What's up, Northern Ontario? Spotlight on Entertainment, Movie Nights, and live on location coverage, monthly on NOK. Miss a podcast? Catch the replay anytime on Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. You can also find us on our webpage at www.noknetwork.com.
And we're back. And don't forget that Thursday Night Vibes, which is this show. This show right here is Thursday Night Vibes. It's sponsored by MasterRochiesGarden.com. MasterRochiesGarden.com for all of your hemp derivative needs.
Anyway, so as a recap, so there are no cannabis sales at the event on Saturday, but vendors can gift up to 3 ounces to patrons
Hobbies knows what he's talking about.
over 21. So I mean, you know, you could end up with some good stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be more as a gifting donation kind of setup, and we've seen that a lot of other places also.
Yeah, we have. We've seen where they've done dab bars, and you go in and do your dab, and then for a donation for a dab tool or something, you could get an ounce for $100, or you know. So there's ways to get around it legally.
So
and
the short of it is, please come out. It's going to be a great event. You're going to be able to find everything that you are looking for there, and it's going to be a great.
It's going to be a good time. Yeah, good time.
And we're going to have some special speakers.
Yeah.
That we're going to have Penny Lane's going to be there, and Waxy Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Look, 2 of my favorite people in Missouri by far. They are going to both be there. And we're going to have some special guests at our booth.
We're going to have Cosmo Beard from Cosmic Beard Creations with his awesome dab tools and roach clips. We're going to have Alex Jordan of Mythic Genetics at our booth with some of his awesome, amazing genetics. So make sure you come out and visit us.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Daniel. I cherish this pipe. It's like about the only thing I use anymore.
Yeah, he loves it. So, I kind of went behind his back and had Brian make it for him, and then Brian got so excited we had to show it to him. And Brian did a phenomenal job on it. If he'll lift it up so you can see the front of it.
Oh yes.
He did an amazing job on it. So
yeah. Now I've kind of made it my my duty recently to watch at least one terrible movie.
Oh my goodness.
A night. Now, I had seen.
You watch more than one.
One that's really bad is not terrible, so I have to make sure I'm watching.
Oh no, it was terrible.
Anyway, I had seen the original Evil Bong when it came out way back when. I didn't realize that they made more of them. And it turns out that they made like 8.
Well, what was the first one? You have to tell them what we watched.
Well, no, that wasn't the first one.
But that was the first one we watched.
But,
so just to give you a little bit of...
No, I watched the original Evil Bong. I just didn't realize that they had made other ones.
So if you want to see a terrible movie, get really messed up and sit down and watch Evil Bong versus the Gingerbread Man.
Now this was the Evil Bong movie number 4, and there's 8 of them.
It was terrible.
Now compared to the original Evil Bong, actually the quality went up. I mean, you have the the Poontang clan. Now this came out, I think,
James
sometime
Leopard said you got more gray in your beard. Come here, Lois.
Yeah, and less brain cells after this movie. Trust me. So, it picks up. The gingerbread man is on the beach. He's going after the woman that made him the gingerbread man. The evil... Actually, there's really a hard to decipher storyline in this.
Oh, it's bad. It's got Gary Busey in it. It's bad. It's bad. It's
well, actually, I don't think they ever gave him credits. I think this was made in... I'm not sure when the Gingerbread Man Evil Bong versus Evil Bong was made, but they must have caught Gary Busey on a binge to get him to do
little cameos in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's if I was 14 back in the day when I was 14, which. Yeah, we're not going back that far.
So if you want to see boobies and something really dumb, watch the Evil Bong. That's all I gotta say. Because that's all it is boobies getting high and being dumb.
So on the Rochi rating scale, that definitely earned an 8.
No.
So yes.
Oh, it's bad. Then we watched the Evil Bong versus the Gingerbread Man. What was the next one?
Oh,
Evil Bong 666.
Yes, Evil Bong 666.
Oh my goodness!
Now,
what you do when you have COVID.
I am still looking for Evil Bong 2 and Evil Bong 3. I'm sure I will find it. But Evil Bong 666, cinematically, was a better movie. You could tell that they really upgraded a lot.
It was still terrible.
And they employed most of the strippers in the area.
It was so bad.
But yes, at least it had a bit more of a plot to it.
I don't know. I went to sleep.
Yeah, a boy meets girl kind of thing. But yeah. Now you see, now that's just not right. Jade wouldn't let us watch it since there were boobies was first seen. To me, if boobies are in the first scene, it's an indication it's going to be a very good movie. I mean, if you get boobies in the opening scene, there's, it just tells you there's going to be more that you're going to like later.
It was horrible. Horrible.
So,
worst B movie in a long time.
666 lacked some of the boobies that the others had, but they were trying to become a little bit more cinematic. So on the Evil Bong 666, I would have to give it a Rochi rating of about 4.
Because they had less boobies.
Because it had less boobies. And less smoke. So, based on those two major areas of grading, that's the way I feel. That's the way
it was awful.
Feel.
They were both awful. Awful.
Yes.
Bad B movies. But if you want to sit down and lose some brain cells, absolutely go check out the Evil Bong movies.
And we may search and see if I can find
So just so you guys
King
know,
Bong and Revenge of King Bong.
just so you know, on top of everything else that was going on in our lives the last week and a half, we both had COVID. So we were both sick as dogs. So this is what we did while we were sick as dogs, is we watched dumb B movies.
The worst movies I could find.
Oh, they're terrible.
So, oh, there we go. Right.
Leaf cycle.
Yes, I just posted exactly, Lord Leaf Cycle, exactly. I mean, come on.
I don't care about the movies in the movie. I don't care if he sees the movies in the movie. But the movie was terrible. That the movies were probably the best part of the movie.
Yeah, probably. Probably. But no, this, I was surprised. I thought the Evil Bong was made earlier. But I guess the Evil Bong original one came out in 2006. And I really thought it came out in the mid 80s. But maybe that was just because of the quality.
I think she's trying to play with the cat.
Yes. I just don't know what
Cat she's trying to play with?
Cat.
Yeah. So,
oh yeah, there we go. And I'll bring that one up. They said something about another Jay and
I did see
Jay
that
and
too.
Silent
Michael,
Bob.
I did see that. I don't like Jay and Silent Bob.
I do too, but
Jay and Silent Bob's got a little bit more to it, believe it or not, than Evil Bob.
Yeah, they would probably rate a 9 on the scale. But now, come on, now Jay and Silent Bob.
Lord Leaf Cycle said we turned it off. It was bad.
Yeah,
And then he watched another one. He didn't just watch one. He went back and watched the second one that he found.
well,
And now he's got the list of all of them. There's 8 of them.
yeah, I've got to complete the whole collection.
Terrible.
But now, come on, Jay and Silent Bob.
I like Jay and Silent Bob.
I know, but
And like I said,
they're what, you're about your age?
yeah, probably. But I like Jay and Silent Bob. It's got a little bit more to it than Evil Bob had.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe Clerks did.
No, Jay and Silent Bob did. At least they had a plot.
Well, nobody said nobody said a good movie had to have a plot.
Hell, I've seen porn movies that have more plot than that Evil Bong movie. So,
I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Blunt Man and Chronic.
Right.
Right.
It's Jay and Silent Bob. It all came from.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering how are all of these years later, are Jay and Silent Bob still going to be doing the same thing?
Well, hell yeah, they are. They're fucking stoners.
Or are we going to find them in like an alternative reality where
oh no,
where their stonerness has actually led to great wealth?
Yeah, no.
They deal with it.
Oh,
Think about it. I don't know. I tell you what, let's take another quick musical
my
break.
brother says matter of opinion.
Little Roots of Creation coming up for you.
Yeah.
about 20 hours. Didn't get to sleep last night till the morning came around. Said I'm running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight. Just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the devil, baby, loan me 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Said I'll run him, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight. Just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the levee, but the devil called me there. My $20 bill vanished in the air. Said I'm running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight. Just might get some sleep tonight. Got 2 reasons why I cry away each lonely night. First one's named Sweet Emery. She's my heart's delight. Second one is prison, baby. Sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up to me, I'll spend my life in jail. One says she got my child, but it don't look like me. Said I'm running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight. Just might get some sleep tonight.
And that was Creation. Oh, goodness sakes.
You may get that down at some point.
There we go. I think we got a special guest coming in this evening. So, what do you think about that?
Our special guest coming in when?
Right now, I think we have Miss Kim Cooper.
Is Kim coming in?
Yeah, from the
Knock Network,
which is the
hey.
network we're on right now, and Rumble, and replays on WTHC Radio. Hello, Kim. How are you doing?
Hi, happy holidays, everybody. I'm wearing my reindeer hat tonight. Yeah, it's my reindeer
I
hat.
see that.
We're not very Christmas around
My
here.
antlers and everything. Oh, the blur screen's getting rid of my antlers. There we go.
You can't lose your antlers.
So, Kim, we were talking about horrible B movies.
I heard. You're fucking hilarious. Best
don't
Roach,
watch.
you're hilarious.
Do not watch Evil Bong versus the Gingerbread Man if you want to keep your brain cells.
I highly recommend it.
Alrighty, I will take that under advisement. I will take that under advisement. I popped in to invite your guests to and you as well. Hopefully, you have seen the posts in our chat and we've chatted. But to invite your guests tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. To join us on another show. It's a network Christmas party. And you guys are going to be attending. All of our network show hosts are going to be attending. So I thought I'd pop in and just real quick take over your feed a little bit and shout out to get your guests to join us at the Christmas party tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can meet up with Mama and Master Rochi there, and we're going to have some giveaways, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun. So I wanted to make sure that your watchers and your viewers were aware of it and join us.
Yes, I think we are going to be, well, we are not, but MasterRochi'sGarden.com may be giving away some items during this festive show. Also, I've heard through the grapevine.
Have you?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes,
News to me.
The grapes talk to me, but not nearly as much as the bananas do.
Yeah, you all have been, you guys as well as some other joint hosts that we have now south of the border, because we are, of course, international. We're almost equal parts now, U.S. and Canada content. So we're going to have 5 major giveaways in the U.S. and 5 giveaways in Canada. So the viewers on both sides of the border will have a chance to win a Christmas present.
That's awesome.
Is wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. And yes, we will be making an event and putting that out for the stream tomorrow. This is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Oh, awesome. Looking forward to it. Very happy to have the two of you on board here at the NOK Network. Love your content. Love all you're doing. Keep it up. I'll be in the back wings watching. I just wanted to pop in and make sure your viewers knew to pop in and see you all tomorrow as well at 7 p.m.
Awesome.
All right. Y'all have a great show. We'll talk to you later. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Now,
where were we?
Well, I'm changing.
You're changing the subject now?
I'm changing the subject.
Good idea.
Because my new power cord arrived. So I get my computer back, right? Well, for about
24 hours.
Well, no, not even that long. About 3-4 hours, because I was answering some emails.
Oh no, you only had it back for 3 or 4 hours.
And catching up on stuff, and all of a sudden I get this thing that I need a new BIOS loaded. So I click and it's running. So I look it up and it says allow 5 to 6 hours for this to
update.
load.
Yeah.
So it's, oh my God. So I let it run about 8 hours, and I get up this morning, and it's still the same screen, and I mean it sounds like the computer's running full blast. So I look, and it says there's a little pinhole in the back, and you press it, and it'll reset things. And I did, and it's back up and running. And I don't know if that BIOS thing comes up again. I'm probably not gonna.
Not gonna do it.
No, I'm probably not gonna do it. So
Yeah.
I think I can live. I think I can live without it.
Yeah, the dog's going nuts. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it is. And, the dog's telling us that there's a new Evil Bong movie that's about ready to come on.
Another one?
So we need to
What's
get
the
out
new
there.
Evil Bong movie?
Well, it's not a new one, but I think we may enjoy Evil Bong 420 tonight.
Oh, my God. Really?
Unless I can find 2 and 3.
I know.
So, yes.
Do you see what I am subjected to?
we must sample these so we can tell our audience so they can choose whether they wish to watch it or not, but somebody must watch these.
I see Rob Dean's watching, Jeremiah Spencer's watching. You guys, in case you didn't know, we had COVID last week, and Master Rochi made me watch Evil Bong versus the Gingerbread.
Good night, Donnie. Happy birthday, my friend.
And so do not watch unless you want just boobies and idiots smoking weed. And when I say idiots, I mean literal idiots. Go watch it. If you actually want something with some substance, don't watch it.
No, Crystal, with that wonderful review of the movie, would you like to say goodnight?
I would. We will see whoever makes it out to St. Louis on Saturday. And hopefully you guys will all come out and see us. And we'll see Kim at the Christmas party tomorrow night on the Knock Network.
All right, 7 o'clock on the Knock Network.
And everybody, be kind, love each other. Good night.
And as always, peace, love, good vibes. Have a great weekend. See you Monday night.